Tylee and Cream here, and I'm finally getting around to doing my How I Made My Cosplay. Something that really inspired me to do this was just because how many people actually were like, how did you make this? Or that's really nice, how'd you do that? And I really appreciate all that, thank you guys. I just wanted to finally get around to doing this for those who wanted to know, because I know a lot of people, you know, like I'm not as experienced, I would say, as those people, a lot of the really great cosplayers on Instagram, but I have some skills that I know that can be very simple and easy to teach other people so that, you know, you can make these cosplays one day, because I know there's a lot of people interested in certain things that could be used on other cosplays. So like for example today, I'm going to be starting off at the top of my cosplay with the wig. I'll show you guys today how I styled my wig, what wigs I used, and how long it took me to do that, as well as the headpiece for the costume. Tomorrow I'll be doing how I made my tunic and most of the accessories, and then on the next day I will hopefully wrap it up with the weapons and the bottom half of the cosplay. So hope you guys enjoy, and leave a like if you guys like this on YouTube, and if you're watching this on Instagram, I think you can still like it. So this is the wig. So the wigs I used for Dark Pits, I actually finally wanted to try my first epic cosplay wig. So most of my wigs from here, you know, my other wigs have been bought on eBay. Example, my Mariah Costumes wig was bought on eBay. My Victor wig was bought on eBay. My Ventus wig was bought on another cosplay site. It took a while to get here, but it's still a good quality. And then this was my first epic cosplay wig. I have to say it's a really high quality wig. I really like how it's look, and it's so easy to style. It is a little bit more expensive than the wigs you might find on Amazon or eBay. It was $29.99 for the Apollo in black. I got that. I was very lucky because I was actually going to go with another style which had longer bangs, which would have meant I would have had to cut more. They were out of stock on that one, so I kept looking on their site because I need an epic cosplay wig. I really want to get one for this cosplay, and I ended up settling on this one. So it's a nice alternative. Epic cosplays are a nice alternative to Ardo wigs. I think they're a little bit cheaper in some other regards. I don't know if they have as many colors, but they all work really well. They're beautifully colored, they're full, and they're very soft and easy to style, and heat resistant for the most part. And I didn't use heat on this wig, but I was able to style it, and for the styling I used Got To Be Glued spray, and I ran out, but I have a gel that I use as well, and I'll use a blow dryer and a comb to style my wigs. And then besides that, the wig already at the back and the bottom had the look that I was looking for already for the layers for his hair, so it worked out perfectly. So yeah, and also when you get wigs on Epic Cosplay, it always, whatever, like let's say you had, it was like $29.99, then you'll get, I believe, 29 points. For every dollar spent you get a point, and then those points can be used to go towards another wig. So once you get to a certain amount of points, then you can get a whole wig with all those points. I mean, it's my first wig, so I'm a little bit far away, but I will definitely use those credits on my next cosplay, or at least start saving them up so I can get like a nice long wig, which are usually like in the 50s or 60s. Also a good thing if you are a Southern California cosplayer like me, and I'm pretty sure just a California cosplayer in general, you can probably, I would say your wigs will get there in about 2 days. My wig took 2 days to ship. I know the processing time was a little bit longer because I ordered it I think on a weekend, so it wasn't a weekday, but it took about 2 days to get here, and it came in nice packaging. It said Epic Cosplay Wigs. They're located in Tustin. I know sometimes they have warehouse sales, which I missed last time. It was the day after TitanCon, so. But it's okay. So yeah, here's the wig. I styled the front, and it's lost a little bit of its style, especially on this side, since I've taken it to the convention, because it was in a box on the way home, and we went to Disneyland and a bunch of stuff. But the back was already layered how I wanted it, and it was full, and it came down to here, so it looked just perfect, just like Dark Pit's hair. And obviously I got my little floof at the top, my favorite part of their hair. So yeah, this is the Epic Cosplay Wig Black, Apollo in black. Okay, so the next one I have is the pit wig. Now, I wasn't sure if my sister was going or not to the convention at the time that I bought this wig, but I was supposed to get her Epic Cosplay wig to Apollo in brown, in like a light auburn brown, but that didn't really work out because, you know, by the time I bought this, I got myself, I think I got myself the student Amazon Prime, and I ordered this wig off of Amazon. Now let me see if I can find it on. This wig was off of Amazon, and it was only $14.99, so it wasn't bad, and I got the 2-day free shipping, so that was even better. And I know a lot of people have used it on there. There's a lot of good reviews about styling, and a lot of people use it for their Pidge wig because it looks exactly like Pidge. So yeah, yeah, this is the wig we used. If you can see it. I'll also leave a link in the description to this wig because it's a good wig from Amazon. And it's kind of a gamble, but obviously looking at the reviews, it pretty much has majority 4 or 5 stars. Some people were just disappointed in the color, as I was, because it was a lot darker and more red than I thought it was going to be. Again, it was getting too close to Dark Pit's color than Light Pit, obviously, and his is supposed to be bright and it matches with white, but once we got in the sunlight and started taking photos at the convention, it looked amazing. This one was a little bit, for me, a little bit harder to style, and I wasn't sure why. There's a lot more cutting involved. And this was a rush job, I'll admit, so this is something I want to redo because this was done like 2 days before the convention. But yeah, the back again was layered, so it worked perfectly. It wasn't as short as the layers on Dark Pits, they were longer, but they still worked out. But this is something that I definitely would recommend for people who are looking, not just for people who want to do Pit. I would even recommend this for Roxas or Ventus, maybe even Sora. You might need to get extra wefts for Sora's. Any real spiky haired character. I'm trying to think of anyone else I would. I mean, I'm just naming off Kingdom Hearts because that's off the top of my head right now, but I would also use it maybe for a Yuri on Ice cosplay if you were doing Eros and you want to do the pushback style, maybe more of a lace front. That would work for that one. Depends on your style and your preference when you're cosplaying things. So yeah, and okay, so the wigs were pretty much in total, I want to say around $40 after tax and stuff. $40, $50. So it isn't too bad. Again, it's coming out of my money, and I know my mom helped my sister because she still doesn't have a job, but that is totally fine. So anyways, moving on to the last part of today is the headpieces. Now again, I'm a little disappointed because they did get a little bit rubbed up in the car and bent and twisted, but it's what it is, and again, I can always redo these. It's just made out of foam. All I did was I took 2 pieces of a 2mm thick white foam, and I put a wire that I got at the dollar store in the center, so this part, and I was able to wrap it around so that it looked, obviously it bended to the head. From there, I just cut out these little gold leaflets. Now, I did want to make them a little bit more, I guess, prestigious, but again, I was doing this very simple version. I wanted to do a regalia version of the costume, but I decided to keep it very simple because, you know, just keep it so people recognize the characters and aren't like, what? So anyways, yeah, I just cut that out of foam, and then I was able just to glue each feather on, and then from the back I put wire to reinforce the feathers and they could shape a bit so they went out. Obviously right now I can't really see that, but yeah, so they can go in and out a little bit. And then from there we painted them gold, Mod Podge, painted them gold, and then Mod Podge for the final layer. And I ended up gluing on Velcro on 3 points in the front, but the day before the convention this one fell off, so I had to put a bobby pin, which is fine because Dark Pit's hair is black, and Pit's actually held up, but he's ended up getting more damaged in the car ride home. So yeah, so for the most part, I want to say for the head, these pieces, I just got one sheet of foam that was, I think, 89 cents from Hobby Lobby, or they're usually 99 cents from Joann's, and I just cut away at it. And paint was about, I think, 60 cents once I used the coupon at Hobby Lobby, and they always have sales, and you can use their 40-50% off coupons at Joann's. So yeah, so that's it for today with the cosplays. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's me rambling on and on. Tomorrow will be a little bit more interesting with the tunic, and I hope you guys can come back and watch that. So anyways, if you're on YouTube, you can like and subscribe because hopefully I'll start posting more cosplay videos on here. And if you're on Instagram, thank you if you're following me and following my process of just cosplaying on a budget for fun. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a very magical, 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 and blessed day.